my friends! So glad you're here for Sunday Inspiration. This makes me happy. Oh, my heart is happy. Oh, look at all the things, all of the paper. Oh, and the color. Yay, yay. So I started this piece. This is a 10 by 8 MDF board, and I started with a mix of Indian turquoise and kind of some bluegrass green for the background, just right on my MDF board. And then remember I told you to save your paper towels from a couple of projects ago? That went on top of it. Yes, texture. And it oh, and just real quick, it's 2-ply, so pull it apart so that it's nice and thin, and the color will show through. Then you get all that yummy texture and other color that's on top of it. Then I just started pulling from all of the collage packs. And remember a couple of projects ago, you got this in a collage pack, and I said we're going to use that for something. And then I found this at a flea market a couple weeks ago. I think I died and went to heaven because this is F.W. Andrus's home ledger from 1905. Oh my goodness. I just, when I saw it, I was so happy. I didn't want to give it away because I was afraid the guy was going to charge me an arm and a leg for it. But he didn't. So, it's just got like January 1st, what they spent for eggs and for a chicken coop and for hay, and oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. And then I've got a ton of blank pages and more stuff, and the cover, it's all chippy peely leather, and oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. So that is part of your collage pack for today. You're going to get the ledger cover because I used it up here and then down here. That you can't, there's no way to replicate that chippy, peely, leathery, yummy goodness. And then a ledger sheet with the writing, and then a blank ledger sheet. And then you're also going to get, I found a vintage postage book that has, this was from 1965, and it was just going over up to then all of the different countries' postage and how they posted things, but it's got cool, yummy numbers. Look at these. Oh. So you're going to get this page and this page, and then this is like a diagram of how they would lay out and cut the postage. So it's got these cool little lines up here. Oh my goodness. So it's 6 pages for today's collage pack. Holy cow. So that's that piece back there, that's postage stamp cut. Here's the paid. There's a number, the 5-center thing. And then the rest of these are all from, this is part of the ledger. This is part of the ledger. So there's a lot of that ledger in here of today's collage pack. Then the rest is just from previous collage packs. So, for instance, let me pull one out. Let me see if I can find one. So, like, here is from one of the vintage wallpaper, and I'll have them all listed of what I used from what collage pack. This was from the Dream collage pack. I'll have them all listed, bits and pieces of everything. This one was from a collage pack. The multiplication card. I can't talk. I'm so excited. So that's pretty much all the color. I added a little bit of color back in here with some little light splotches, and then I used my background stencil with the drips, and I put it down, and I kind of watered it down to help it drip in its direction, and then came back in and kind of reaffirmed the color that I wanted. And then the Creative Soul That's a new stencil available. So you've got the large one and the small one, and then you've got creative and soul, so that you could do them different. You could do them separate. You could even leave out the I and the V and do create with this. Same with this one. So there's a lot of options. Okay. And then charcoal pencil, and I think that's it. So yeah. So no quickie for this because it's pretty straightforward. Just the stencil and the collage pack available today. Now, Creative Soul. This came about because it had been a tough week. There were lots of deadlines for me. I was gone, and then you know when you go on vacation. I took a workshop with Donna Downey a couple weeks ago, and when you're gone and then you get back, it's like everything piles up, and you know how it goes. So it was just one deadline after another, and commission work, and it's just lots of stuff, grumpy people, and all that. And then I've got a cold, and you know. So anyway, I just was struggling to find my mojo and to find something to even create. And it was just like I had a small voice said, just create, just be your creative soul. Remind yourself of who you are. And I thought, gosh, how many times have I had to say that to myself? And you probably too, where we get so caught in whether we're mom or wife or business person or entrepreneur or artist or whatever, all the different things that we are. Sometimes we lose ourselves in all of the busyness, and we have to just tap ourselves on the shoulder and remind us of who we might say, you are a creative soul. And that's what I needed this week. I needed to just create for the sake of creating, and that's why I did these are all of my favorite things. They just make me happy, and so that's where this came from. And gosh, life is just so busy. It just is, and you know, I'm working really hard to try and prioritize, and I'm not very good at it because I'm kind of a workaholic, but in the midst of all that, I'm trying to remind myself that I'm not just a mom, and I'm not just a wife, and I'm not all of these things, these roles, that I am just me, a creative soul, and I need to just live out of that and not think about all of the deadlines and the things, and just say, just create. And so that's my inspiration for today's piece. I hope that in your busy life, we're all busy, in your busy life, that you can take some time to get quiet and remind yourself who you are. Who are you? Are you a gardener or a chef, or all those things that just make you happy, that you just it kind of calms your soul and it makes you feel good? Who are you outside of all of the roles that we have to do every day? And relish in that, and take some quiet space and block everything out and just enjoy that and enjoy what you love. I hope your Sunday is awesome, and I hope it's restful, and I hope you know that you are always, always loved.